Hey there, Dr. Norris, owner of Koru Chiropractic here in Louisville, Colorado, and today I want to talk to you about forward head posture. So forward head posture is a pandemic in our society. Everyone's suffering from this because most everyone sits at a desk all day long, or they're a student, or they look down at their phone, or sit, work on a computer or laptop. And essentially it's when your head comes in front of your shoulders like this, and your back gets really round. Typically, people are going to experience neck pain, shoulder stiffness, maybe even numbness and tingling in their arms, tension headaches, and even things like TMJ, okay? So what I'm gonna do, there's a research article that just came out showing the most effective exercises to correct forward head posture. The really cool part about this, kind of gratifying for me, is it's all the exercises that I already teach people in my practice. But I'm gonna summarize this research article for you in terms of the exercises to do that beat all the other exercises in terms of correcting your forward head posture. All right, so the first exercise we're gonna do are scapula, right? Your shoulder blades, scapular stabilization exercises, okay? The reason is because when you sit forward, your shoulders come really far forward like this, kind of stretches out and weakens all the muscles back here. So we really need to strengthen them and really activate them to pull the shoulders back so that you're in more of an upright position right here. Okay, so for this first exercise, all you really need is a Swiss ball or a big stability ball like this. But there's other ways you can modify it. You can kind of lean off the end of a bed. All you need though is enough room to be able to move your arms and not hit the floor. So the exercise is called Y's, T's, W's, and I's, okay? So your first one, the Y's, you're gonna get down, you kind of just put your chest and your belly on this ball right here. My arms are straight, and then almost like YMCA, I'm gonna pull my arms up right next, so my arms are level with my ears, and I'm gonna hold it here for 10 seconds, right? So a 10-second hold, and we're gonna do 15 of these reps. At first, you're probably not gonna be able to do it for that long or that many reps. So what I'm gonna encourage you is either start with a shorter period of time or a smaller number of reps, but eventually work up to 2 sets of 15 reps for 10-second holds each. And that's gonna be across the board for all of these exercises. The next exercise is T's, right? So we just did Y's, now we're gonna do T's. So just coming straight out to the side like an airplane, hold up, hold it for 10 seconds. Even getting a little like chin tuck or pulling your head back just a little bit is a great way to do this. And then come back down and then repeat 15 times 10 seconds. Okay, so here's my W move. Making a W with my arm, really focusing on pulling my shoulder blades back and down. Kind of feels like I'm squeezing this part of my back and making sure I'm really actually almost like bringing it down towards my hips, my elbows, towards my hips. I don't want to come up. I want to come back and down. Okay, the last one is I's, and this is one of the trickiest ones because a lot of people, when they have really tight shoulders, can't get the full range of motion here. The goal is to really bring the arm up so it's next to your bicep, is next to your ear here, okay? So if you can't bring your arm up to here, I would recommend doing one arm at a time, right? So just doing it like this and then alternating. Again, maybe getting that time hold in there for several seconds, but eventually you're trying to do both at the same time. And again, you can either just rep it out or eventually holding for 10 seconds is great. The reason we do the holds is this muscle is there to stabilize, meaning it has to work really all day long. It's fighting gravity all day. It's fighting your poor posture. And so it needs a lot of endurance, right? Different than say doing a squat at the gym where you're looking for power, we're looking for endurance. So now we're gonna focus on thoracic extension exercises. The first thing you're gonna need is a foam roller. So let me show you how to use it. All right, so many people have foam rolled before. What I recommend, you want a nice black foam roller. That's the firmest type of foam that we use. You're gonna get a nice wide one. You're gonna sit down on your butt, you kind of lean back, and you're really just focusing on the thoracic spine and your rib cage. So you don't go into your low back. So I'm really starting more mid back. I typically cross my arms here. I lift my hips up off the ground, and then I'm just gonna kind of walk my feet down, and really by just straightening and bending my legs, I can move my spine up and down this foam roller here. And just, again, don't go into the neck or the low back. I'm just stopping right here, right at where my collar would rest, and then going all the way down to here. And you can go back and forth, again, 15 times, holding for about 10 seconds each. This one, I really don't hold. I usually just roll for a period of time. I typically will do a couple passes with my breath in, maybe a couple passes with my breath out, and then a couple passes like while I'm breathing while I do it. And that'll actually help you get more mobility and releasing happening in your thoracic spine. All right, guys, so the next exercise we're gonna do are what I call baby cobras, because that's what I know from yoga. But essentially it's another thoracic extension exercise. You're gonna lie on your stomach, face and chest down, keeping your head down. And then what you do is put your hands right about thumb at nipple level, elbows up, and keep them in towards your spine. Don't let them kind of flare out like this. And then just gently and evenly, you're gonna lift your head off the floor. Your hands are really just here for support. And the advanced move, you don't use your hands at all. So at first, I'm just gonna push up a little bit. I'm feeling a nice contraction lower in my back and in my mid back. And I'm not letting my head either drop down or look up necessarily. I wanna really keep it neutral with my shoulders. So like this, right? Pulling it up. And then eventually, you could even do it without your hands right there. Again, pulling your elbows back down towards your butt so you're getting a contraction. I want you to do it for 15 reps times 10 seconds each. That's a great endurance exercise for you. All right, so our last thoracic extension exercise is gonna be Swiss ball or stability ball rollouts. And so what you're gonna do is essentially it's like getting on all fours, except your elbows are gonna be right on the stability ball, your knees are bent, and then you just wanna roll the stability ball forward. You kind of have to find a position. You really are starting a little too close there. You want your arms right here, your forearms on it. And then when you roll forward, your back is gonna flatten out. Your arms are up by your head, and then come back and roll forward again. And the more you can kind of reach and stretch out there and really kind of get like a little bit of a back extension, that's exactly what you want to feel actually. But really lunging out there is what we want to feel, okay? Feeling that real big stretch on the front and like almost like a contraction on the back, okay? Again, 15 times for a 10-second hold. So if you can get out here and really hold that extension right here, that's just a nice stretch and you're actually using some really good muscles there. And then come on back up. All right, guys, so hopefully if you've got forward head posture, you're trying in these exercises, I would really recommend doing them on a daily basis. Even just from demonstrating them right now, I feel like my chest is more open, I'm standing straighter. And some of the really cool things that came out of this research article were that not only were people experiencing less neck pain, they were actually even breathing deeper and they were getting more oxygen to their body and to their brain, which is ultimately gonna give you even more energy, all right? So give these exercises a go. Let me know how they work. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel so we can keep sharing more great exercises with you, and leave a comment if you have some questions or you want me to show you something new.